Hello everyone, welcome to part 12 of Laravel 6 basics, and we will continue working on controllers in this video as well. We have done the resource controllers last time. We have seen everything about resource controllers, that how we can create a resource controller and how the functions can be created automatically. All the functions we have seen: index, create, store, show, edit, update and destroy function. We have seen put and patch and delete methods as well. Okay, so this time we will work on resource controllers once again. The pending things, see these options in resource controllers we have not seen yet, but in this video we are going to study this as well. Okay, so first of all we will see partial resource routes. Okay, so see this one. See, in case of resource controllers creates automatically all these functions. Okay, like I have named all these functions it used to create when we use resource controller, when we declare resource controller, like php artisan command. When we do this command, when we run this command, it will create all these functions by default. But in some cases we don't require all these functions, we just require partial function. We just require 2-3 functions. We don't require all these functions in our controller file. We just require 2-3 functions, or it might be the case that you require all function except some particular function, like you don't want destroyed function, you want all these functions, or you just require index and create function and you don't want any other function like store, show, edit, update, destroy, you don't want. So in such cases that partial resource routes come into play. Okay, so Laravel provide us this option, and see here the options are only and accept. It is very simple, very much simple. See, if you want to create the resource controller with only index and show function, then the only thing you need to mention it, this one, you need to declare your resource controller like this, resource route like this. Okay, so just you need to mention this only, and within in array you are going to pass index and show, whatever function you want to show. Only means the only function that you are going to show, that you are going to use in your resource routes and controller file. And if you want to use accept, like, see, if you have few functions to show, like if you have few functions, you want to use just few function, then you can use only. Okay, like in case of 2 function, you can use only with those functions that you want to declare. And accept is required when you have more function to show, more function to use, and only less function to skip. Okay, for skipping less function, like you just want to skip 1-2 function, then it is the accept. Okay, then accept you are going to use. It have done for, but you can do only for this one as well. Okay, so I hope that it is very much clear. We are going to try this one in Laravel 6 website, our dummy websites. Okay, I'm going to open the web.php file, and here you can see that these routes that we have created so far. I am going to disable those routes, and I will come here, I will check here. Okay, so see, I'm going to check that route, that PhotoController route I'm going to check. Okay, PhotoController, and this is the route. Okay, so see, this one we can update, this route we can update. Okay, so here see, first of all I'm going to update, I'm going to add only function in this route. So we will remove this semicolon for now, and after that I will use only. Okay, only. Now I want just 3 function will work. Okay, I will do like this. Okay, and I will add semicolon here. Okay, so I want only 3 function will work: index and show and create. I only want that these 3 functions will work. Okay, in my PhotoController, I'm going to open the PhotoController as well. Okay, so here only 3 functions I want: index, show and create. So I don't want any other function. I don't want store function, I don't want show function, I don't want edit function, I don't want update function. Okay, all these function I don't want. So I'm going to run one of the function. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to run the edit function here. Edit function, we already know that it will work like this, photos, one, and after that edit. Okay, this is the function. Now see, 404 error comes because we have not added the edit function here. We have not we don't want edit function. You can see the edit function not mentioned here. Only function that will work that are index, show, and create. I'm going to add edit function as well. Okay, then I will try that this function will work or not. I have added edit function, and now I'm going to try that it will work or not. Okay, so let's see. See now it is working fine. Edit photo with id 1. Now it is working fine. It is coming to our edit function. Okay, so you can check it out. See, it is coming to our edit function. Okay, so like this one, now these all four function, if you can try another one as well, it will come here definitely. Photos function will work. Okay, photos create function will also work. Okay, so all the function that comes in only will work here. See, if I will remove like this create function, I'm going to remove, then it will not work. You can check it out, then it will not work. Okay, see here, it comes to the show function. It comes to the show function. This, it is speaking like photos, then some photo id, you can say. So that create function is not working exactly. Okay, that thing, see here, now it will work back again. So this is the thing I'm telling you, for only, in case of only. Now if we will use accept, okay, I don't want such function. I don't want one of the function. I don't want, you can see, now see, now in these cases you can check out that this function I don't want. Now it will stop working. See here, I am going to run the create function. It will not work. You can see that it is not work because it will not entertain this function because we have used accept. We want photos controller of all function except this function, mean this function will not work. See, if I will remove this create function, then it will surely work. I'm going to check it now. See here, the create function is working now because we have removed the create function from the accept option. Okay, now all these three functions will not work. It means accept, it is not going to take those functions, and with only, it is going to take those functions. Okay, I hope that this thing is clear to you. See, such kind of things also asked by the interviewers at the time of interview. This is really useful for the students as well who are preparing to give the Laravel interviews. It will they can ask you such kind of questions. So like we are covering everything. Okay, so it will help you in case if you are going to go for Laravel interviews, they can ask you such kind of question. So you must be aware of such things as well, even if you are not going to use in your projects. But if you want to change your job sometime in future, then also it is helpful. But it will also help me. You must be aware of each and everything of all these things, even if you don't want to go deeply, if you don't want to use, that's the separate thing. But you must be aware of everything what is provided in Laravel. Okay, so now the next one, that is API resource routes. Okay, so see, sometimes while making a resource controller, you don't want to create, edit, and create functions. Okay, see here, two functions are there, like create and edit. Okay, so Laravel provides us the mechanism, like if you will create such a route, like a route with API resource, like we used to create earlier, like resource route we used to create. Now here it is API resource. If you will create this API resource, then these two functions will not work. Okay, so in many cases when you don't require this create and edit function, for this specific purpose Laravel created this method API resource. Okay, I will tell you, like if I'm going to now remove this one. Okay, now see, this is the simple resource method that we have used so far, resource controller, resource routes that we have used. Now I'm going to use API resource instead of resource. Okay, see here the keyword API resource. Okay, it is API in small and R in caps. It is the API resource. Okay, so now it is API resource. So in case of API resource, create and edit function will stop working automatically and all others function will work. Okay, so we are going to check this one. See here the create function, it must not work, and you can see it is not working. It is taking you to the show function. It is taking you to this one show function here, because it is skipping this create function. Create function does not exist at all, because we have created it with the API resource. Okay, so it is coming to here, because here we have done that thing, like every time photo slash something is coming, then it will show you that show function. Okay, you can try that edit as well. Okay, so I will now do edit here, like this one. Okay, now see 404 error comes because it does not work, because we have created the API resource, so both functions stop working. If you will declare a API resource here, if you will declare the controller as API resource, so both edit and create function will stop working. So Laravel provides us the quick way if you don't want the create and edit. Okay, so here see you can pass multiple controllers as well for API resource. Like you don't want create and edit in PhotoController as well, you don't want create and edit in PostController as well, so you can declare both the routes within API resource. So you can also do this if you have multiple controller source controllers file and you don't want create and edit in those. Okay, so see there is another quick way to create. Like now you don't want to create the controller itself, you don't want that this function will work in controller, then there is another way to create. See, you just need to create the controller. You can create the controller like this. Okay, you just need to mention hyphen API. So it does mean that you are going to create the resource controller without create or edit method. Okay, see it is to quickly generate an API resource controller that does not include the create or edit method, use the hyphen API. So I'm going to run this command and we'll see. We're going to check. Okay, I'm going to right click services, new terminal add folder, and here I'm going to check. I'm going to paste it here and we'll see it will create the API folder as we have mentioned in API slash. It will create the PhotoController inside the API folder, and sorry, PhotoController file. It is going to create in API folder, and we are going to check this one PhotoController in API. Okay, now you can check it out. See here, there does not having create and edit. Okay, so the controller, if you want the controller itself, does not have create and edit from the controller itself, because we are doing by API resource, we are hiding this create and resource, but it can confuse you. You don't know that it is working or not, but it has been created in your resource controller. But if you will do that hyphen API and you are going to create that resource controller, then it will not even mention those functions here like create and edit. It is going to hide away. Okay, it will not even give these functions here in this file. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Okay, so we have created this one. You can also check from here that in Laravel 6 resources, controllers app HTTP, and see one controller is here. This is the earlier controller, PhotoController, and one controller we have added in API folder, PhotoController. Okay, so in this controller file we have used that API hyphen API so that will not have create or edit functions, create or edit method, you can say, at all. Okay, so now come to next one, that is nested resources. Okay, so there are some cases when you want the route within the another route. You want the resource controller within the another resource controller. Okay, and that will be called as nested. Like if like we have created the photos controller, and you want that every photo is having some kind of comments like it has shown. So there is one photo and there are multiple comments in that photo, and that you can mention it like this, like photos dot comments. Okay, So there is you want to show in a page, suppose there is one page. In that page you want to show photos, and every photo is having some comments, or there is one page, in that page you want to show one photo. Okay, in that photo there are multiple comments. Okay, or there is one comment, you can say. So in such cases you want to pass two parameters. One is the photos and another one is the comments. Okay, in the web browser, in that address bar itself. Okay, in you can say URI, uniform resource identifier. Okay, so in such cases you can pass it like this: photos dot comments. Even you can pass more dot something else, something else. Okay, so I'm going to show you here, here in web.php file. Suppose I want to have this one, so now we can again update this one. I'm going to take it resource back. Okay, now I'm going to mention photos dot comment. I want to pass photos as well as comments. Okay, in PhotoController itself. Okay, now I've done it like this. Now see, now its route, what will be its route? I'm see, earlier on we are going to pass something like photos, and after that photo id we used to pass it like this, you already remember. See, now it is not working. Now I want to not only to pass photos, I need to pass comment as well. I will pass something, some first I will pass comments, and after that I will pass comment, this one. Then I will enter, then it will come to show function. Here it will come to show function. Another one we will close. See, it will come to show function here. So here I will also do dollar comment, because now we are passing comment also. Show photo with id na, here I am going to mention it, and comment will be like this, dollar comment. Okay, now I'm going to see here. See here, now show photo with id 1 and comment test. Okay, you can check. See, with every photo we are passing the comment as well. Okay, so like this you can pass multiple arguments, you can pass multiple parameters with the help of nested resources. Okay, so nested resources helps you to pass another resource within one resource, or you can say another parameter within one parameter. With the dot you can separate those one, like we have done here. Okay, like you want to pass the comment as well along with photos, then you can mention here dot comments. Okay, very simple. And then it will then you can pass the comment here in show function as well, and you will get the complete data here, both id as well as comment. Okay, so I hope this is clear now. So now another one, so we are going to have now another one. What is it? Is the naming resource routes. Okay, so here we have in the beginning itself, we can see that every resource function has its name. We can check it out. See, their names are like this. Like index function is having this name. You can call the index URI with this name anywhere in controller, anywhere in function. And this one create name, create route name is photos.create. Okay, so every all the default URIs is having some name, some route name. Every route is having some name. Okay, so you can change this name as well as per your own requirement. First I am going to echo this one so that it will clear to you. See here, I am going to going to use this create function. I am going to update create function here. Okay, see here create function, and I am going to check out. See, echo, I will add $URL. Okay, I am going to print route with that name photos.index. So that route, it will print this route /photos. Okay, so this route I am going to enter it like this. Okay, so let's see. I am going to open the photos crate. It is not coming because we will check it out. Photos, see, I'm going to remove the comments. Okay, now check again. See here. Okay, now see here we are printing the here URI. Okay, I can not even require this one. See here. Okay, so here we are printing from this photos.index is the name of the route, and we are going to we are printing this one, the URI, the URL that is coming in this route name. Okay, so now this name we can change this name, like from this name we can call the URI anywhere in Laravel website. Okay, so we can change this name as per our own requirement, like it has mentioned. You can check it out. Like, see, by default all source controller action have a route name. Okay, that thing I have told you, that all are having some name. However, we can override this name by passing the names array with our options, with your options. Okay, so simple thing, very simple thing. See here, now we want to change this crate. Okay, I don't want photos dot index name for my route. I want something like photos dot build. Okay, so I want to change the name of the route. Okay, so I'm going to change the name of the route like this. We will mention it. Okay, so I'm going to make it like crate. I want to change the crate, means I want to change the crate route, means crate resource name to this one, to photos dot build. Okay, so I'm going to replace that whatever it is photos dot index to, we are going to replace with photos dot build. Okay, so now I'm going to see that this one will not work, I think. See, photos dot build we have mentioned for crate. Now here we are using photos dot index. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use photos dot create. Okay, so it will not work. Photos dot create, see here, photos dot create not defined is coming. I am going to use this one, photos dot build, then it will work. Now see, its new name is photos dot build. Now it is not create, so that's why it is working. And if you will remove this one, once again I will remove, then it will pick the default, whatever photos dot create it will pick. See, photos dot build is coming not defined because photos dot build is not defined. It is photos dot create actually that is running by default. So here you can see that URI is coming for photos dot create. That is the default route, that is the default resource route. Okay, so we can change these URIs. Okay, we can change the names of the roads. Sorry, we can change the name of the roads. We can change all this. Then you can't call. Then you can't call with photos.create. You can't call with photos.store. When you will change all these names, route names, you can specify your own names as well. Okay, so I hope that this is clear to you. Okay, so now come to the next one. So where we have reached, and so I hope that this is clear. Now naming resource route parameters. Okay, now we have seen naming the resource routes. We can change those names. Now it is naming resource route parameters. Okay, so now see here, I am going to specify in web function once again, like we have specified here names. Now I'm going to specify the parameters here. Okay, so if you will see here, I'm going to change users to admin user. But before doing this one, I will first show you that all these routes I'm going to show you. I'm going to run one command and will show you. I'm going back here and see, I'm going to show you all. I'm going to run one command here, and that will be called as php artisan route list. Okay, here see, it shows all the list that we have created, all the list of routes that we have created. Here you can also see the resource routes, resource controller routes that we have created. Okay, you can see all these routes are resource controller routes that we have created. Okay, so you can check it out. Here what is coming, here you can check it out that photo is coming as the parameter. Okay, you can see photo is coming as the parameter because photo is the singular of photos resource route, so it is coming here. Okay, so we can make changes here. See, we if we think that we want to add, we want to do coding for admin photos, and we want to mention we want to mention admin photos instead of photos. Okay, and we want here as well that it must come admin photo instead of photo. Okay, so we want that all parameters here will be shown as admin photo, okay, instead of photo. So that thing also we can do with Laravel. Okay, like we have done by changing the names of the routes, source routes. Here we can also change the name of the parameters as well. Okay, I will show you how. Now I'm going to add parameters here, and after that I'm going to update users. I'm going to update user with admin user, means in users user we are not using, we are using photos as our source controller. So we will mention here photos. First one is the source name, here you can see, and second one is the parameter name, and parameter is admin underscore user. We are going to use our own parameter, that I don't want to use the photo, I want to use here admin photos. Okay, like it is mentioned here, so I'm going to use here admin underscore photo. Okay, so like this. So now I'm going to check once again and will run this command once again. I'm going to run and we'll see here it will change photo to admin underscore photo. Okay, you can see here it changed the photo to admin underscore photo. For all resource routes it's changed. Now it is specifying that admin underscore photo will come instead of photo. We need to mention admin underscore photo. So in some cases, if you require to change the name of the parameters, then you can do it like this. Okay, you can specify the multiple parameters as well, and you can change. See here, first it is user, then it is admin underscore user. In our case it is earlier on it is photo, now it is admin underscore photo. Okay, so I hope that this one is also clear to you. So come to the next one. Next one is localizing resource URIs. Okay, you can, while creating the resource controller, we can see all the functions have been created in the English language. Okay, that is the global language, and we are creating the function like create, edit. Okay, these kind of functions we have created. But suppose if you belong to some country that where English is forbidden, or English is not allowed, or you don't want to use English for your client, your client is comes from some other country like France or Spain, so you want to use the Spanish, like they have used here the Spanish, they have used like create, they have created to clear. You want to change your function name edit to editor. Okay, like this. You want to change your function name to Spanish, you don't want to change, you don't want to use the English words for your function name, you want to use the Spanish names for your functions. In your complete website you want to use the Spanish, then you will create the source controllers and you are going to change these functions. You can change all the functions of the source controller, even you will create of your own. Okay, that you are going to change in app service provider file. Okay, so I will show you that how you are going to change. See, I'm going to open here app service provider file, app service provider, and here in boot function I am going to specify that which function that I want to change. Okay, I am going to specify here in boot function in app service provider. Okay, so I am going to add here. See, I have changed create to clear, and edit to editor. Okay, so these things, these two, this is the English and this is Spanish, and this is also English, this is Spanish. It will convert these two to these, means, sorry, we are talking about the routes. Okay, so it will convert these two routes. So sorry for that. It is they want to change the routes, so not to function is meaningless. Function you can do anything, but routes it is the main thing. That here you want to show photo slash clear. Okay, this one. So if you will run this one, see, it will show you error. See, here you also need to add that use route. Okay, in your app service provider you want to use it as use route. Then you will again refresh. Okay, so it is asking too few arguments to function. Okay, fine. I'm going to check here, web.php. Here I'm going to remove this one we are already done. Okay, I will make it simple one. Okay, like this. Now I'm going to refresh. Here, see, it is not working here because it is not create function. We have already updated to clear, so I am going to use the clear now, and we'll see. And here, see, here now it is working fine. Okay, I will also update that create function back to this one, echo create function. This one I am going to remove. Okay, so now I am going to check. See, create function, but create function name has been updated to CREAR. Okay, now its name is not create, its name is CREAR. Okay, so sorry to say that we are talking here routes instead of function. We are talking about route because this route will be shown to user. Function you can do anything you want, but this route is the main thing. So it is shown to user. So if your website belongs to Spain, then you can use it like CREAR instead of create, and that you can do it like this, like I have done. Okay, so both routes we have updated. We have updated create route to CREAR and edit route to EDITAR. Okay, now that one will not work. See, edit slash one will not work here. Okay, so you need to mention here this one EDITAR. Now it will work. I am going to copy EDITAR. Okay, and I'm going to check it here. Sorry, it will be like this one, then EDITR. Now it will work. See here, edit photo with ID 1. It will not work. It will not work. You can see 404. But if you will remove this one, then both will work. Okay, I'm going to remove this one. Then that one slash edit will work. You can see, but then edit this one will not work. Okay, if you are going to add this one, then this one will work. EDITAR, that will work. Okay, so you can change the resource routes like this. If you want to change it to your own local language, then you can add in app service provider, and you can change your resource routes names as well. Okay, so now one last thing, supplementing resource controllers. So see, you not only resource controller, you don't see, there are other routes as well whose functions are also located in resource controller. For all those routes, you need to specify those routes at the top of the resource controller. Source route means at the top of this one, like we have created this one. These are all comes in PhotoController, that is exist, that is our source controller. PhotoController is our source controller, and all these routes that we are creating must add them before our source controller route. Okay, so all this we must take them up before that. Okay, so that these route can override our source controller route. So we need to specify all the additional routes that comes in our source controller. First we are going to specify this one, and lastly we will specify our source controller route. Okay, I hope that it will not make any effect. I'm going to Now use add photo, like I'm going to use here add photo. It is working fine, and this one will also work fine. Create, I'm going to use that photos and slash create. See, now it is not working because we have already updated to this one. We can specify CREAR. Okay, here this one will also work. Okay, so only thing it tell us that you need to create all other routes and function before the resource route. Okay, see here, if you need to add additional routes to a resource controller beyond the default set of resource routes, you should define those routes before your call to route resource. Okay, so before we are creating before all these routes now, before this route resource route. Okay, so I hope that this is very much clear to you up till now, and in next video we are going to finish the pending things, pending dependency injection and controllers and route caching. That also we are going to see in next video along with some other things. Okay, and we will finish controller and we'll start working on other things as well. I hope that everything is clear to you, and advanced ecom series also we are going to start very soon. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed that basic ecom series and you able to download the files as well, that I have provided you the link now, GitHub link already provided to you. And for those users who just download the file and start asking in comments, that is a bit tough for them because they need to understand the things. Then they will get the complete clarity of the code. Otherwise it's always tough to check the code and start coding, means you can't update even. Okay, if you know everything, like video to video, I always recommend that you must watch all the videos one by one and then do some code so that everything is clear to you. Okay, so it's your own benefit. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.